Morning, Angela. We're in the Little Atheist book. We're going to discuss a few questions together. They haven't answered them yet, so you can write down answers as you watch this. We are on page 18 in the Little Atheist book. Page 18. By the way, I'm working on a new word of however long it is. Yes, by the end of the day. The word is pugnacious. About what they So list the 4 categories of reasons why people believe what they believe. So I want to do more than list them. I also want to kind of give examples of them. So you see that in your big atheist book if you want to look there in chapter 2. So what's one of the categories? Sociological. Give me some examples of sociological reasons to believe something.
Parents, friends, society, culture.
Yep. Parents, friends, society, and culture would be examples of sociological reasons to believe something. Are sociological reasons alone enough to believe something? No, your parents told you Santa Claus was real. But he's not. Now St. Nicholas was. But not Santa Claus. Sociological, parents, friends, society, culture. What's a second category? Yes, Ben. Psychological. So psychological reasons to believe something. Then what are some examples of that? Yep. Comfort, meaning, peace of mind, identity. What was the other one? Purpose and hope. Very good. Purpose and hope. You don't have to write all of those. There's not a lot of them. Comfort, meaning, peace of mind, purpose, hope, meaning. Are psychological reasons alone enough to believe something?
No.
No. Something can bring you comfort. I know lots of people that say it brings me comfort to know that God has another angel in heaven now when someone passes away. That is untrue. Angels are created beings. We don't become angels when we die. They are already created beings. So, angels are created beings, but it may give you comfort. That doesn't make it true. Also, when somebody's going through a bad time, that's not a good time to say, don't you know angels are created beings? So, but we can believe something, it can comfort us, it can give us meaning. It doesn't mean that it is true. Now, things that are true give us comfort. Things that are true, things that our parents tell us stuff that are true. I mean, it may be true, it just doesn't mean that it has to be true. So what's the third category? Religious. What are some examples of religious influences? Yeah, Scripture is a spiritual leader of some sort, whether that's a pastor or an imam or a guru, youth group leader. Are religious reasons enough to believe something alone? They're not. And in fact, in a number of significant ways, both the Bible and the Quran, or the Bible and the Book of Mormon, or the Bible or the Bhagavad Gita cannot both be true because they differ in significant ways. And then what's the final category? Philosophical. And what are some examples of things that philosophical gives us? And evidence. And what else? Completeness. So this category is the only one that looks at proof, that looks at evidence for something being true. And that's the one, I wouldn't discount all the others. They may be telling you something true, but the best evidence for something uses science and logic and philosophy to get to that answer. Give some reasons why you believe what you believe. And this is a personal thing for you. Why do you believe what you believe? So you can write down whatever you want, but if anyone wants to give us some examples, why you believe what you believe. Yeah.
The world can be created just by chance.
Yeah. Not only, I think not only because that's where the evidence leads, and we'll talk about that at length, but we just, as human beings, why is there in every heart this desire for something more than physical? Why is that universal? And how does the entire universe explode out of nothing? There's not a better answer out there than the answer that is given by creationists. What else? Why do you believe what you believe? Jesus. Yeah, encounters with Jesus. I've seen so many things that act as proof in my life, personally, that act as proof, along with the proofs that I'll give you, that the book will give you about the reliability of Scripture and the deity of Jesus and all of those things. Anything else? What do you think were some of the main points of that discussion between the dialogue between James Sire and the students? What were the main points? Yeah. Yeah, comfort wouldn't be it. So all of those things, though, sociological, psychological, religious, none of those on their own are a good reason to believe something. Grace mentioned encounters with Jesus, and it's my hope and prayer that all of you have had encounters with Jesus. But if that's all Grace had is encounters of Jesus, if that's all I had, that's not enough. Because it could be that the Bible's a sham. It could be that it's all made up. So how do we figure out that it's not? I'm not going to answer that today. I'm going to answer that over the next 8 months. But we can know. We can be quite certain. Anything else that you would summarize? I would say that evidence and good sound reasoning should be the bedrock of any belief. One of the things we're going to learn this year is that the argument isn't between. People often take the idea of creation and they say it's an argument between faith and science. It's not an argument between faith and science. It's an argument between good science and bad science. I don't believe that the world was created by God just because I believe Genesis 1. I believe the science backs up Genesis 1. And so it isn't an argument who's practicing good science and who's not. Next question. Out of the 4 reasons of belief, sociological, psychological, religious, and philosophical, which reason do you tend to use as evidence for Christianity? And my answer to that was philosophical now, but as a child, sociological. I believed because my parents believed. I believed because that's what I was told. My parents, pastors, Sunday school teachers. And I think part of that rebellion period for me was trying to figure out who's telling the truth. And is there validity to this? Sometimes that happens in you're thinking for yourself and you have questions. You have to figure it out. What is the role of an apologist? What is an apologist? It's not someone who just keeps saying, I'm sorry. Okay, so their role is to help truth seekers find logical justifications. Yep. Someone who uses good reason and evidence to support or contradict a particular belief. So not all apologists are Christians. But there is an apology to be made. There is good, sound reasoning to be made for the God of the universe and for the Bible. Any questions on any of this? If you would please, we left off at page 54, where it says Western logic versus Eastern logic. And I'm going to give you some time to work on some of this. So I want you to read pages 54 to 59. You prefer, and I'm not going to be offended, but you prefer to read that yourself? Read it aloud or to read by yourself? So you're reading pages 54 to 59. You don't have homework because there is a volleyball game tonight. But if you get done, you're going up to Kant's agnosticism. So reading 54 to 59, and then you're going to do equip 1 through 3 and engage 1. Whatever we don't get done today, we'll pick up there tomorrow. So not homework. So begin by reading 54 to 59, and then engage 1 through 3. equip 1 through 3, I'm sorry. Equip 1 through 3. And engage 1. And I would really prefer that you do this really well rather than really quickly. Because I will give you time tomorrow to work. Yes. Yes.